Confirmation of job and bed cuts across our state's struggling hospital system. The Women's and Children's Hospital under the knife.
But it will proceed with a plan to cut 82 jobs.
Nurses have told 9 News the situation has become so bad they have to get to work 2 hours before their shift begins.
And could you describe the Women's and Children's in one word?
Tired.
Probably lacking.
Mismatched.
Dated, basic.
Adequate.
On track. A tight fit.
Adelaide is currently lacking a state-of-the-art medical facility for women and children.
Adelaide's health industry is rapidly growing and thus we need the best health facilities. Therefore, a proposal has recently been made to relocate and build a new Women's and Children's Hospital.
What does this mean for our state?
And how will this facility benefit South Australia?
What limitations are there at the current Women's and Children's Hospital?
The problem that we're all facing is that medical sort of advances are happening really, really fast, and you need infrastructure that can deliver that, and we're moving into an era of personalised medicine. If you're thinking about the building and the fact that it's 40 years old, it isn't really equipped to deliver those new medical technologies.
The main thing is that this department was set up probably about 14 years ago, and the department has grown a lot. You kind of outgrow the department that you were given. The rooms just aren't big enough anymore for the number of patients that we see. At the moment, lab services, blood samples get sent from one hospital to another and they get lost in transfer.
So the Women's and Children's Hospital is ageing infrastructure, and with that comes increasing difficulty just with maintaining the safety and the compliance. Things like fire safety, all of the engineering systems within the hospital are also ageing. So it does become increasingly difficult and costly to maintain. We have nowhere to expand, and so we're really landlocked on this site. We can go nowhere but up. We have examined the feasibility of rebuilding on this site. We really established that that would not be feasible and in fact would take a long time if we decided to do that, and would be very costly as well.
How do you think the current Women's and Children's Hospital compares to similar hospitals in Australia?
I think Princess Margaret Hospital in Perth and the Children's Hospital in Brisbane, they've all kind of been newly kind of built. I believe all of those are co-located with the adult hospitals as well. So yeah, I think we are behind.
Given the age of the current facility, the Women's and Children's Hospital has severe limitations in treating patients.
The main decision to build the new hospital is so that we've actually been able to provide more services for the women that come to the hospital here by actually having it co-located with the Royal Adelaide Hospital. So if a woman becomes unwell, then they've got direct access into the hospital.
Does the current Women's and Children's collaborate with the SAMRI or the Royal Adelaide?
There is a Healthy Mothers and Babies theme in SAMRI, which is partly embedded in this building, and I think, where possible, we do try to collaborate.
We have a number of researchers that do research at the Women's and Children's Hospital, and they also do some research at SAMRI.
We have some links to the Royal Adelaide. Co-locating with the Royal Adelaide will help us to further develop those important linkages.
What are the major advantages about co-location?
So one of the major problems we have is that sick women do not have access to adult intensive care, and so an important reason to co-locate is so that we are close to an adult facility including adult intensive care. And we'd also be part of a health precinct where there are a number of important buildings and organisations, including SAMRI, which is the South Australian Health and Medical Research Institute.
The current Women's and Children's Hospital has many limitations. A new facility, co-located with the Royal Adelaide Hospital, will eliminate these. There are currently multiple locations under consideration. Which location would be the best?
I think alongside the Royal Adelaide, so in that vicinity on the west side of the city, is probably the most sensible place to be, just to actually share services.
The task force is examining 3 or 4 locations. They are all within a similar area. It's very important that the site allows for the building of a hospital that is big enough.
They downsize the hospital for reasons of finance, and that will limit its capability to deliver cutting-edge technologies.
How close it is to the Royal Adelaide and what it then provides for consumers.
What will happen to the current Women's and Children's Hospital site?
I believe that there is a plan to keep looking after this building until the new one is built, and there's money put aside for that.
I'm very confident that it will be a reality.
Having a combined children's hospital with an adult hospital is kind of the way of the future.
Cutting edge, state of the art, and really in keeping with the rest of the world.
I believe that the government is committed.
Women to be able to get access to adult services quickly.
I think there is a very solid and strong commitment.
Direct access to clinical cohorts, and that means access to patients.
Efficient if it's all in one location.
We're at the very start of a long journey. Community are very invested in this hospital and supportive of the building of a new hospital.